ourselves 5 times. So we begin with urine, oil of the joints, mucus, saliva, grease, tears. Urine, oil of the joints, mucus, saliva, grease, tears. Urine, oil of the joints, mucus, saliva, grease, tears. Urine, oil of the joints, mucus, saliva, grease, tears. Urine, oil of the joints, mucus, saliva, grease, tears. And now silently to yourself 5 times. And so we begin by bringing our awareness to the body part of urine. And so I'll go over again these characteristics of each of these parts this week, since we were just introduced to them last week. So the color of urine in a healthy person, the color is pale yellow, clear, or amber. It's shaped like a watery liquid. Direction is below the waist. It's created in the kidneys and stored in the bladder. It's excreted through the urethra. Delimitation, so it's bordered by the bladder, the kidney, the urethra, and space. The definition of urine is this fluid that's secreted from the blood by the kidneys. It's stored in the bladder. It consists of 95% water and 5% solids. It is virtually sterile and nearly odorless. The function of urine is that the elimination of liquid that's not needed by the body. So on average, a human bladder can hold 13 ounces of liquid. Urea is toxic and can be irritating to the skin and the eyes. However, after suitable processing, such as they do when they're up in space, it is possible to extract potable water for drinking. So this is urine, being with whatever arises as we're sitting here with this body part, whatever is evoked, meeting it with curiosity, be it pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. It could be sensations, memories, thoughts, feelings. Allowing it to arise. And again, with maybe the intention of the curiosity and kindness. What is evoked with urine? And now shifting our attention to the body part, oil of the joints. So, oil of the joints, the color is colorless. The shape is like egg-like consistency liquid. It is above and below the waist, located wherever there are moving joints in the body. It's bordered by between the bones and the connective tissue. Definition of oil of the joints is it's a synovial fluid that is thick and stringy, found in the cavities of the synovial joints. And with its egg-like consistency, this fluid reduces friction between the cartilage and other tissues and joints to lubricate and cushion them during movement. The function is this lubricates the 230 joints in the body to facilitate easy movement. So the inner membrane of the synovial joints is called the synovial membrane, and it also secretes the synovial fluid into the joint cavity. And this fluid seeps into the microcavities, filling all the empty spaces. So, oil of the joints. What arises as we bring our awareness to oil of the joints? we bring our attention to mucus. Mucus, the color can be clear, yellow, or green. The shape is a thick, glutinous, and sticky fluid. It's above and below the waist. It's located in the nasal cavity as well as in the digestive, reproductive, respiratory, gastrointestinal, and urogenital tracts. It is bordered by the respiratory, digestive, reproductive, gastrointestinal, and urogenital tracts. The definition of mucus is a slippery secretion by the mucous membranes and glands. There is a layer of mucus along the inner walls of the stomach that is vital to protect the cell linings from the highly acidic environment within it. The same protective layer of mucus is what comes out when we sneeze. Mucus does not digest in the intestinal tract, so mucus commonly appears in fecal matter, whether its origin is from the intestines or if it's swallowed. And its function is to clear debris. It clears debris in the nasal passages and it moistens the linings. It also contains an antiseptic. So this is mucus. What arises as we bring some interest and linger with this body part? Being with all that arises with curiosity and kindness. Mucus. And bringing our awareness now to saliva. The color is clear, shaped thin at the tip of the tongue and yet thicker in the back of the tongue. It is above the waist, located in the mouth, and it's surrounded by the oral cavity. Its definition is it is a tasteless, odorless liquid from the saliva gland and begins the process of digesting food. Humans secrete and swallow up to 1.5 quarts daily. Saliva is 99.5% water. Humans produce a quart of saliva a day, or 10,000 gallons in a lifetime. I always like to know how they measure that. Its function is to moisten food, to lubricate mouth parts, to act as a digestive agent to sugars, breaks down food caught in the teeth, and protects the teeth and tongue. Saliva. So maybe feeling into some saliva right now, being with this body part. And then sensing into what arises as I meet this body part. Could be memories, sensations, emotions, thoughts, feelings. Being with what is present with saliva. And now bringing attention to grease. The color of grease is also clear. It's a liquid. It is above and below the waist, located anywhere in the body. It's on the skin and space. The definition is oily fat on the hands, forehead, face, nose, or other parts of the body. Earwax comes from a combination of oil and sweat. The function of grease is it's a lubrication. It's a natural lubrication of skin. It offers protection and waterproofing of the skin and helps prevent dehydration. Grease also lubricates our scalp and hair. So, with this natural lubrication, this part of the body, being with whatever is evoked, feeling into grease, and now shifting our awareness to tears. The color of tears is clear, watery fluid. Its direction is above the waist, located found in the eye sockets. It is bordered by the eyes and the eyelid, and its definition is a watery saline solution. The function of tears is they clean and lubricate the surface between the eyeball and the eyelid. They can be elicited by emotions that are a uniquely human phenomena. Studies suggest when crying releases that crying does release stress hormones. In the Dhamma, the tears collected from all your past lives would fill all the oceans of the world. So tears. Maybe we sense into some of this liquid right now, we can feel it. Or maybe there's a memory of it, just feeling into the area of where tears are near the eyes, being with what is present. So we meet tears with kindness and curiosity. And moving our awareness from this body part of tears to just an openness of all that was arisen, all that was evoked during our practice together with urine, oil, the joints, mucus, saliva, grease, tears, be it memories or sensations, feelings, whatever was evoked, be it pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. Just really honoring for you, your Dhamma, of what is the truth of this body. The Buddha is said to have said within this fathom-long body lies the nature of our world. So we're here to deeply understand, to be intimate with these parts that are in this body. And we do that with patience, with intention, with friendliness, with compassion, and also discernment, knowing when to move our attention, when to let go if we're holding on just a little too tightly to something. And so with all that arose, just taking a breath and honoring these parts and this body in your practice of befriending these parts. And may you be happy. You can say this to yourself, or you can just have an energy of knowing, this energy of wishing this to your own body, being happy, content, healthy. And this metta to these parts, appreciating everything they do, appreciating the interconnection between the parts of the body that I am in with the parts that the body that you are in, and how we are connected. So knowing that just as I have these memories and sensations in these parts that evoke so many different phenomena for me, different sensations, and how I relate with this phenomena, so do you. And so wishing you, everyone in the Sangha, happiness and good health, ease. And allowing this to radiate to all corners and all directions of this world, to all beings. All beings have body parts. Some of them are very similar to ours, and some are so different. But all beings are on this earth. Extending this metta of happiness, of good health, of ease in this moment. May all beings know freedom, be at peace. Really know in this moment their body, be embodied. On this earth. And may each and every one of us be free. So thank you for your practice with these parts in the backward formation this evening or this day, wherever you are in the world. And I always invite everyone to just give a stretch, wiggle your toes, wiggle your spleen. If you need a bio break, take care of your needs, or a drink of water.